ABC News. I am Abosidi Adenu Adremi. We apologize for starting this a little behind schedule. We just had to put a few things in place. Today on the program, focus is on firefighting and emergency response in Lagos State. I'll be speaking with Shakiru Amodu. He is a Chief Fire Officer and Head Public Education, Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service. He's with me in the studio. Good morning and welcome, Mr. Amodu.
Good morning.
All right. I know that your job is not exactly an easy one, right? Because you are an essential service provider and you just really have to be there. And Lagos as a state is no stranger to fire incidents. Every now and again we hear about it. But one thing that happens is that these fire incidents test the level of preparedness and the resolve of your men who are on the ground. So let's begin with the latest, the fire incident at Computer Village yesterday. Tell us from your findings, I mean, what is the cause of that incident? What is the extent of the damage? And are there any casualties?
Okay, thank you. Okay, the fire incident, I think the call was, it was a midnight fire. So early yesterday, wee hour, that's about 0104 hours, we got the call, and Computer Village is right behind our Ikeja fire station. So quickly, in 5 minutes, they were there, and then fortunately, the fire started in a story building. So, but accessibility is the challenge because everywhere is locked up. You know, it's midnight, shops are closed, and but they were able to, through the back, behind compound, they were able to get access to the ground floor of the building and up to the upper floor where the fire emanated. And at the end of the day, they were able to curtail the fire so that it does not affect adjoining buildings. These are shops, they are predominantly shops who trade in laptops and phone and accessories as well. So, but fortunately, there wasn't any casualty because nobody was trapped in the fire. Like I said, it's an overnight fire, so nobody was there. Everybody has locked up and went home. So we were able to curtail it, and the extent of damage is being under investigation because we're trying to make sure that everybody who shops are affected are accounted for and, you know, see to what they may have lost in it. As regards the cause of the incident, we were able to establish a negligence. Really, one would say it's an upsurge of electricity, but what's upsurge electricity if not one form of negligence or the other? Because peradventure, when we say the disco restored power in our community and fire emanated from a particular building. The question is, why does fire not emanate generally in the whole of the community? The power was restored. Why is that particular building alone?
So what kind of negligence could that have been?
Yes, somebody may have let an electrical installation unattended to. You know, the rule is when you are closing shop, when you are closing work, when you are leaving home, you make sure that you do not only switch off your circuit, you also unplug it from the wall. And the most fire safety compliance thing is to even switch off from that your electrical source to your apartment or your shop or your office. Just disconnect it so that there won't be any kind or any form of upsurge.
So that is what one is meant to do anytime you're stepping out
every time
of your house. But how do you then power the security lights, maybe outside the building? Okay,
there are essential electronics that you must, like the security light you mentioned, and some people say, you know, they have fridge, they have freezers, they are, you know, food items are there. So I think you can wire this separately.
Okay.
Yes, you can wire this separately with the assistant of a certified electrician. You know, you can separate that. All other items are on this feeder of supply